Is the idea of writing thank you cards getting you down? Do you want to say no thanks to thank you cards? The idea of it is so beautiful. It's because someone has given you or someone you love a beautiful gift, and you want to express from your heart to theirs how grateful you are for it. It's fantastic. But didn't you already say thanks when they gave you the gift? The times I mostly hear about moms talking about thank you cards is after the party. It's after all the work of the planning. It's after the incredible execution of the party. It's after everybody has had a great time. Maybe the mom feels a bit behind on other things that she didn't get to do because of the party. She's tired. She doesn't want to think about the party anymore. She wants to move forward. And then she comes to me and says, guess what I have to do all day Saturday? Write thank you cards. And it's like, wait, what? I mean, shoot, that sounds like such a burden. To me, it's kind of like that inner Judge Judy thing giving you the final sentence. You think you did everything well? Well, your job is not over yet. Get over there and keep on working. There's got to be another way. Now, let's say you're gonna give it a go. You feel this responsibility to write these thank you cards and you're gonna give it a shot. Step one, get some thank you cards. I mean, do you have any? All right, let's go. Let's go shopping and buy some. Fine. Then you have to decide, what's the vibe of the thank you card? Is it sentimental? Is it funny? Do the words in the card tell the person what you want to say, or you have to come up with a lot of extra words too? By the way, did you write down a list of who gave who what to make sure that in the thank you cards you mention it and get it right? Are you going to just say thanks with a heart, or are you going to go on and on? Is your writing legible these days? Are you a good writer? There is a lot to consider here. All right, you've got the cards, you've written things in it. Now you need to send them to the recipients. Addresses? Wait, most of my friends, I just have their phone number. Maybe I have an old address. Wait, do they still live there? I know what I can do. I can text the person and get their address and then put it on. But wait, they're not responding to my text. Okay, that's fine, I'll wait. It's a little cumbersome these days to kind of get all this information. Then we've got to wrap it up in an envelope, get some postage. No problem, I'll go to the post office. Oh wait, my coworker actually said I can get postage stamps at the grocery store? Okay, that's weird, but fine, who knew that? Got it. All right, now let's get my pile of letters and take it to a mailbox. Wait, where even is mailboxes these days? It's just so funny because this is kind of an archaic method. Before it seemed really obvious and easy, but now we just don't use it in the same way. We don't use all these tools in the same way. All of this, it can just feel like a lot, and it might be a lot. How about instead of taking that extra task on, that extra burden, instead we take a moment at the party, moms, where when someone gives us a gift, we slow down, we look at the gift, we look into the eyes of the giver, and we say from the bottom of our heart, thank you so much. You didn't have to do this. It's so kind and generous of you. I really appreciate it. And really own that moment. Give that love. It is so kind. Gifts are amazing. And taking that moment to say thank you is really powerful. Maybe stop, open the gift up, have a look at it with the giver right there. Oh my goodness, I can't believe you remembered that I love dark chocolate or whatever. Maybe it's a gift to your kid, wow, Johnny is going to love these Legos. He's so into Legos right now. He's gonna have so much fun. You nailed it. Or these flowers, they're absolutely stunning. I don't know where you got them from. They're glorious. They're beautiful. Really give that appreciation. Take the moment. Express the gratitude. Sometimes I hear moms tell me that they have to write thank you cards for gifts that their husband or their partner received or their kids received, and it's their burden to do it. I would offer, maybe for your husband or partner, let them do it. If they're an adult, they can take hold of it and maybe let them know that that's going to be their responsibility to either say a verbal thank you, genuine and heartfelt, or maybe they're going to find a different way to express that gratitude. Super cool, super unique. That is for them. If you have a child and they have received a gift, I do think it is the responsibility of the parents to express that gratitude. But it can be a shared duty between both partners. In my marriage, we agreed that my husband would do the thank yous for the gifts that were given from his side of the family, mainly, and I would really focus and tackle the ones that were coming from my family. And that kind of like shared the burden of it. It's also something that with your kid over time, you can bring them along for that thank you. If you want to do it verbally, maybe grab your child, bring them along, bring them to grandma. And as you express to grandma, wow, thank you so much for this gift, your child is going to see it. And then over time, kind of little by little, giving that responsibility to the child to express their sense of gratitude. It's a parenting lesson, and they can take hold of it. They might have their own way they want to express that thank you, and that'll be great. Essentially, a true gift is given freely. It's given without any strings attached. It's given to give joy and pleasure and connection and probably a lot of things I'm not thinking about right now, but love, right? It's love. If you are expecting a thank you card, and if you have someone in your life that gives that expectation onto you, you know, that is their work and their challenge. You do not have to do anything when someone gives you a gift, if it's given freely. So give your gifts freely, let them go out into the world. And if you're feeling any flack from someone around you, then also let that not be your responsibility. Let it be theirs. I had somebody in my life that I felt was giving me guilt about not quite meeting the standard after gifts were given. My response, I wasn't quick enough. I wasn't big enough. I wasn't on top of it. I had to say to this person, I don't think this is working for me. Maybe if this is how you give gifts, I'd prefer to not have them. For whatever reason, that gift giving part was a little tricky. We couldn't figure it out well. If you have someone in your life, and it might be a close member of your life, a family member, a close friend, and you're feeling that they're giving you guilt for it, let it go. That is their work. That's not your work. You don't have to worry about it. I probably never hear from my friends, the people that really love to write thank you cards, because they don't complain about it. They probably just do it because they love it. And that is awesome. I know what that is like because my mom was one of those persons that loved doing thank you cards. She would write thank you cards for every Christmas, Easter, birthday. Even if we just had a simple dinner together, I would get a card in the mail to say thank you. She loved it. She actually made a thank you card station on a little corner of the dining room table in her kitchen. It was right next to where she paid her bills. My mom did not have a lot of means, so she would use whatever she had to send a thank you card. She would actually use old cards and repurpose them if that's all she had. She would cover a Merry Christmas with a photo on top and say Happy Birthday. She made it work for her because that was her thing. That was her craft. It was the way that she loved to connect. I think she enjoyed doing them. She had different phases in her card writing history. There was like this bullet point era where she just loves these big bullet points, and it was like, you're the best, you're great, you're... There was another period where she liked to use music quotes. She always loved a good Bible quote. And then she saw this trend of putting things in the envelope. So when you'd open it, like all this glitter and stars and things would fall out. Her signature move was writing with a Sharpie and putting duct tape on the outside of her thank you cards. They always made me feel loved. They always made me laugh. The duct tape got me every single time, and they always spoke to me about her attention and care, and they meant the world to me, and I kept them all. They never had an air of complaining or an inner Judge Judy. They were just spontaneous and crazy and wild and so fun. Okay, I guess I proved myself wrong. If thank you cards is your thing, please do them. They're amazing. They're so fun. They're an additional gift. But if you're complaining about thank you cards, even just inside your own heart, maybe thank you cards are not your thing. That is okay. They were not my thing. I knew it straight away because I compared myself to my mom and the way she did it. And I could never do it that way. And moms, let's let other moms off the hook. If you write thank you cards and you have another mom in your life that doesn't write you thank you cards back, let's let them off the hook. Maybe they have a little baby they're busy with, or work is crazy, or it's just not their thing. Let's let them off the hook because it's an extra task. It is not essential. The essential things of motherhood are caring for your child, housing them, feeding them, loving them. This is an extra little task that can be cool, but can feel like a burden and break our backs at a time where we need encouragement. We need to be lifted up. If you threw a great party, that was your gift to your friends and family. If you fed them, that was your gift to them. If you entertained them and allowed them to connect with others and yourself, you have done everything right. And now you deserve a little rest. You deserve to relax. I will finish this off with my verbal thank you for being a part of this channel and joining in.